Hi and welcome to the Motober series, where I attempt to recreate my Inktober drawings as motion graphics. Today's prompt is Enchanted. Let's check it out. So I've opted to do a character from Final Fantasy IX, Vivi, the best magical character that I can think of. I've got a texture that I've made in Photoshop, and I've just got it rotating, changing size, and changing the position as well. The fire, I have animated the path, and then I've used a looping expression. And instead of doing the usual ping pong loop, which sends it backwards and forwards, I've gone for the standard loop. Now, if you ever want to do a standard loop, you click on this little play button, you go into properties, and you choose the one that says loop out, type equals cycle, num keyframes equals 0. And if you choose that one, what will happen is your animation will play to the final keyframe, and then once it hits that final keyframe, it'll go back to the beginning and play from the start, and it'll keep going and going and going. I've added a glow effect to it, and I've also put another version of the fire comp in. I've shrunk the size, and I've changed the glow threshold, and then I've got the position of it looping in a ping pong loop going backwards and forwards. So just as the hand bobs up and down with a looping expression as well, it looks like the hand is manipulating the fire. And then that hand in fire is pick whipped to the body, and the body has very subtle movement on it as well. I've got the staff pick whipped to the hand, so when the hand bends, the staff bends with it. But I've also put a mask around this section of the staff just so the hand doesn't come through. That's where the hand would be. So I've just taken the hand out to allow the staff to remain there. And then I've got a little bit of movement on the arm as well. So the arm, which is separate to the body, moves back and forward, and all the relevant pieces are pick whipped to each other. The hat very subtly has a bit of bending animation on and a little bit of rotation. The eyes are 2 circle shape layers with the glow threshold animated. And then for the blinking, I've got a mask. The head's rotating a little bit and the hat is attached. And finally, let's take a look at the shadows. I've made a black solid. I've turned the opacity down to about 35. And then I've moved the shadow about frame by frame. I've used a set matte effect on the pants just because that's where I want the shadow to be. And then I've put a posterized time effect on as well, which just changes the playback frame rate of that layer. And there we go. Hopefully this has given you some ideas for your own projects. If you're taking part in Inktober this year, post about it in the comments. I'd love to see what you're all doing. And good luck for day 8.